who's with me. Just Justin at the moment. So the reason I'm starting in the car is last week we had a dreadful signal. So I'm kind of testing where the signal's going to work for me. And you get to see a little bit of the lay of the land in this pretty town. So I can see that we've got 5 bars here, which is beautiful. That's lovely. Also, it's inside the car. We've got a really windy day today. I'm going to start on the other side of town. Hi, Christy. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Ava. So we're starting in the car before we get to my starting point, and we're going to drive past where my signal cut out last time and just see if it still works again this time. Hi, Jan Christine. How are you? So far so good. The signal's holding here. This is also the first time I've actually streamed from the car, so this is all new to me. It's still holding at 5 bars. If I can get a good signal down this end of town, I'll walk along here. But last time it cut out, just up ahead there, cut out completely. Hi, Dawn. See, it's really pretty over here in the park. This is where I want to walk past. All right, it's dropped down to 4, dropped down to 2. Right at the train station, it dropped down. Back up to 3. Dropped down to 2. This is where it cut out completely last week. Getting the seatbelt signal. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. All right, so we're down to 1. This is where I'm worried that I'm going to lose everybody. So we're going back up the hill to a spot where I know at least the signal works. Or it did last time anyway. Up here. Yeah, back to 2 bars here, 3 bars here. Yeah, I think we'll stay away from the train station. Don't know how we're going to manage to see the rest of that strip without avoiding the train station. Anyway, here we are. We'll start here. I need to get out of the car and do up my jacket because it's blowing a gale. It's freezing here. So the gimbal's just going to be held for me for a moment. Okay, thank you. Alrighty, 3 bars I can work with. We're not quite at start time yet, so I'm just going to sort of linger around here for a little while. Officially, the open gardens don't actually allow you to go in until, it's 4 bars here, don't actually allow you to go in until 10 o'clock, and it's about 20 minutes to 10 at the moment, 9:40 a.m. Hi, Joan. All right, so we're in Rydal. We're in Rydal, which is a tiny little town on the other side of the Great Dividing Range. It's about 115 kilometres from Sydney. You can probably hear the wind now. It's quite strong, the wind today. Last week we had rain on and off, but at least I don't have to carry an umbrella today, which is a bonus. And then we go up to 5 bars. All right, I'm going to slowly walk this way, show you some pretty little gardens over here first of all. I forgot to look at the temperature, but I'm all rugged up. Beanie, scarf, whole box of dice. Here we go. And the daffodils are looking lovely, looking absolutely gorgeous today. here we've got some cherry blossoms out as well. So if you want to have a scroll back through the chat, I actually posted the poem Daffodils by William Wordsworth at the beginning of the chat. For anyone who doesn't know it, isn't familiar with it, it's up there at the top of the chat. Here's an interesting postcard for you. Hi, Anna. Good morning, Hadrian. Hi, Carol. So Rydal is a tiny little town, and based on our experience last weekend, we've come to the conclusion that the only institution still functioning in town is two small churches. The pub appears to be closed. Given that the Daffodil Festival is the biggest event on their calendar, it was closed last weekend, I think it's safe to assume that it's closed for good. Hi, Carol. So the town was named Rydal after the village in the UK. I should be waiting until after start time to tell you all this, shouldn't I? I love all these little curiosities in these gardens. Old machinery that's been incorporated into the gardens as a landscape feature. This is looks like reuse of garden tools. Okay, and we've just dropped a bar on the signal, so I'm going to back away after last week's experience where I had to completely restart the tour from scratch. I don't want to do that again. Hi Angela, hi Bonnie, and hi Karen. You hear the cockatoos in the background. Oh, that wind's strong. All right, well, it's just about to click over. 9:45. Hi, Leanne. Good morning, everyone. For those who haven't met me before, I think I recognise most of the names in the chat so far. My name's Lynn, and we're meeting today in a little town called Rydal, which is to the west of Sydney, on the other side of the Great Dividing Range of the Mountains. We're located around about 115 kilometres from Sydney. And this little town has a population of around about 80 people. It used to be a thriving little community. The train line used to end here. At this point, you used to have to leave the train and join the coach if you wanted to head further west. Hi from Boston. All right, so before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that we do meet today on the traditional lands of the Wiradjuri people and pay respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. But that's enough of me. Let's turn around and enjoy the daffodils, shall we? And as I mentioned, I titled the tour, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, which is the first line of a poem by William Wordsworth. And I have actually posted the poem at the beginning of the chat for anyone who's not familiar with it. And if I'm feeling brave later on, I might even scroll back and read it to you later and see how I feel. Hi Jean, hi Gerald. But today we're just here to enjoy the daffodils. We'll walk slowly around, visit at least one of the open gardens, walk through a sculpture trail, walk along a sculpture trail, and then we'll go up to the showground and see what's going on at the festival itself. Hi Barbara, hi Diane. It's getting nice and close to these ones. So thumbs up if there's anyone who hasn't done a Hago tour before. It's getting nice and close, huh? All right, thumbs up if there's anyone who hasn't done a tour with me before. Barbara, welcome. Lovely to have you on board. I hope you enjoyed today's tour. So this property here is a overnight accommodation or short stay accommodation, and this entire property is actually the first on our list of open gardens that we'll go in and visit. The entrance is at the other end of the property. Thanks for coming back, Karen. Lovely to have you back. All right, look at this. Just love the sun shining through. I always look forward to seeing you, Leanne. I see you on other tours as well. So what we're really after today is just beautiful postcards. Not a lot of chat on this one. Well, we'll chat, but it won't be it won't be much in the way of history or information or that sort of thing. I just found a little pocket of hyacinths. Look at this. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Natalie. And shout out anyone who is a guide now that they don't have the little pink stars around our avatars any longer. Hi, Michelle and Steve. Now that we don't have little pink stars around our avatars any longer in the chat, I can't tell who's a guide anymore unless I recognise your name. And hello, Annette. Speaking of guides, hi, good morning. Annette is probably our biggest community advocate for guides in the Hago community. No, you're absolutely fine, Annette. We're just looking at these hyacinths. Grape hyacinths, I think they're called. Look at these. Aren't they pretty? Look at the colour of them. Annette, I think you're the first guy to join me this morning, and I want you, please, to post your channel in the chat, and I want everyone to follow Annette who doesn't already. Annette gives fabulous tours in Sacramento, in California. And we were just chatting this morning, and I was telling her how my brother lives in California. Right, what time is it? We're 5 minutes in, which means it's not quite 10 a.m. So we're not ready to enter this garden just yet. It's really windy here this morning. Thanks, Q, Annette. No, we have to support each other, Annette. more than happy for you to do that. We have a beautiful, beautiful sunshiny day, but those clouds up there look a little ominous. Hi, CH. Did I say hi, Robin? I think I did. And if I missed anybody, welcome. So because the town was named after Rydal, the town where William Wordsworth lived for part of his life, and apparently he penned the poem Daffodils in Rydal in the UK, near the Lakes District. Of course, in tribute or in honour of that, this town has really embraced the whole daffodil theme and planted thousands of them. They're absolutely everywhere. Hi, Em. Thanks for the follow, Diane. If anyone doesn't already follow me and would like to see more of my tours, oh gosh, look how windy it is. Just hit that follow button up the top. And this is what you do with your old cooking utensils when you no longer need them. Here we go. Here's a postcard for you all. He's parking the car, Annette. We'll catch up with him in a little while. We did a little drive through town because last week I lost the signal completely. I had to completely end the tour, start again, create a new instance. It was it was nightmare stuff. So we drove through town. We're going to avoid the train station because we saw the signal dip there ominously again. I went, not doing that again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little video once the tour is over. Hi, Mary Lou. Hi, Eleanor. And I'll post that later. There we go. You see how windy it is. Look how windy it is. I really feel like I'm standing in someone's front yard here, though. This is their letterbox. Might just move out of their front yard. Sorry, guys. They've really gotten into the rusted utensil theme here, haven't they? Oh, hold still, hold still. Hey, you know, if they leave the gate open, what do you do? What do you do, Annette? And then here, look at this. This is like scales. Love it. All right, well, it's nearly time. The gate's open over here, but there's no one sitting under the umbrella just yet. Yeah, I know what you'd say, but you better repeat it for everybody else. That's what she'd say. Oh, we're waiting to go in here. I'm not sure if they're going to set up out front or not. Last week they had tables and everything set up here. So maybe, I mean, I've got my wristband. Here, look. I'll show you. Got my wristband there, hiding under my jacket sleeve. Let me roll my sleeve up. There we go. Got my wristband. So I should be allowed in here, I think. It's only 4 minutes till 3 minutes. 4 minutes till 10 a.m. Let me see what Barbara said. I will try to return after grading some student papers. Barbara, just bear in mind I have cut the tours short because of this wind. it's just not very pleasant at the moment. I just had the lady wave to me. So try and come back as soon as you can. If not, as I said, I will video along past the train station where I know the signal is not reliable. All right. I'm going to ask this lady if it's too soon to come in. Good morning. Is it too soon to come in? Is it too soon? Thank you. Got my...
Yes, you're fine.
Your garden's so beautiful. I was here last week. Oh. I don't know if you remember.
No, I don't remember you, but yeah.
Last Saturday, it was raining and on and off.
Yeah.
And then Sunday was gorgeous.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Anyway, just
my luck. Around here?
Lawson.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Look, wander through and enjoy the
I'm
place.
taking 26 people with me.
Okay. That's nice. We'll just enjoy. I'm sorry everything's been knocked over.
Yes, this wind's horrible, isn't it?
I'm trying to set it up.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get some more jockey strips.
And anchors.
Just enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll end up in your next novel. I'm scared to think in what context, Leanne. All right. Good morning, Chelsea. Okay, let's get down nice and low here. Try and look across the top of them. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at this. How's the wind sound going? Hi, Ginny. Good morning. Oh, right. So now I know what you two guys are on about. Ginny? Ginny's a guide from Sussex. And I still haven't had a chance to join one of Ginny's tours, but she does a lot of reading of poetry. So, Ginny, if you want to, I'm sure you know it off by heart, but if you want to backtrack and go and see the Wordsworth poem, it's right at the top of the chat. And Ginny, we need you to post your channel link in the chat as well. Isn't this a fabulous spot to come out and have your dinner? There's a barbecue hot plate set up over there. Open log fire, lots of lovely seating. I wonder how much it costs to stay here. Look at that, you just swing your cast iron cooking griddle plate across over the fire. Sit down here in front of the fire. Fabulous. There we go. Wouldn't have it lit in this weather though. Yeah, I have to get onto one of Ginny's tours. I just haven't had a chance yet. So far the times just haven't worked out quite for me. I keep looking. So you guys all need to chase up Ginny and make sure she posts her channel link in the chat so that everyone can follow her. Thanks, Annette. Exactly. So these ones are really pale. Look at how pale they are. Look at those. With the lovely gum tree in the background. Yes, Gerald, I know. I don't know why they took the guide stars away. Now we don't know, unless we actually know and recognise the guide name. Now we don't know who the guides are. I'm sure they must have a reason for it. Absolutely, Annette. We all have to support each other. I want to see, There's a nice shot of the actual house itself over here. Hi, Paul. Good morning. Welcome to Rydal. Just looking for different angles. Well, yeah, I see when someone has just sponsored a guide in the chat, that pops up, but it doesn't say who they are. So I'm not sure that they're actually identifying them as such. Isn't she brilliant, Karen? Look at the colour of these ones. Stay still, guys. I've got people who want to take your photo. I've just got the low battery warning. Hang on a sec. There. That'll be better. Oh, Jenny, I don't know what happened with you, but I hear you. I know what you're saying. Perhaps in a safe space we can find out more about what happened with you. Not here. It's good to have you back. That's all I'll say. Oh, this garden just goes on and on and on. Look at it. Oops, I'm zoomed in. Sorry, people. That's a little bit disconcerting, walking while it's all zoomed in. Hi, Noel. Storm the castle. So last night was on TV here was wall-to-wall Mary Queen of Scots and Elizabeth and the James and all that lot, Bonnie Prince Charlie, all those sorts of documentaries were on TV here. And I'm signed up for a tour with Paul in Scotland next week about Mary Queen of Scots. So it's a theme. It's a running theme at the moment, storming the castle, knocking off your siblings. Isn't this pretty? It's a lovely camellia here too. Let's find one that's got nice lighting on it. Maybe that one. Paul is brilliant. I only discovered him recently, but I'm on the lookout for his tours now whenever I can. Snowflakes. Who loves snowflakes? They're such a long-lasting flower, the snowflakes. I've had mine in my backyard for almost 2 months now. I'm confident of finding a pink camellia around here somewhere, Annette. We'll be on the lookout. Let's walk through here. Here's some more snowflakes. I'm getting nice and close. See if I can get a close-up of them. Not while they're blowing around like that, though. Hang on, I just need to sort out my battery cable. No, not with the wind. Not practical for photos while it's blowing around like that. I thought snowdrops was a different flower. I can't quite picture it right now. Here's a whole bunch of something or other that hasn't opened yet. Not sure what these ones are. Oh, look at this, Annette. Look at the ground underneath. Trying to find one that is still looking lovely. Here we go. There's one. Alrighty, we're going to go up the driveway and out the other side. Oh, look at the sun on this little lot. Oh, my knees don't like it when I do that. We even have daffodils in a boat up ahead. Check this out. Yeah, not so much crisp today. You can feel spring coming, but that wind is cold. All right, for some reason the boat is called Snoopy. It is. I'm just trying to work it out from the time that's run. All right, so 24 minutes ago it was 9:45 in the morning. So what's that? 10 past 10. Yeah, it said Snoopy. Do you want me to go back and have another look? I'm just looking at this water feature. Sloopy. Was it Sloopy, was it? Let's have another look. Oh, that wind is cold. No, it's definitely Snoopy. There's something underneath it. What does it say? Oh, it's a dedication. May will... Yep. So it's a dedication to someone. All right. Are we allowed to go around this way? Doesn't say we can't. I'm cold. Yes, that's very true. It hasn't stopped me before. It's not going to stop me now. All right, so that was Rydal Cottage. Biggest cottage I've ever seen. And we're going to walk in this direction. I want to show you a real curiosity here. Do you see this yellow pole in the middle of the screen? It's a TV antenna. So have a look. Obviously, getting a TV reception around here is a bit tricky because that cable goes up into that tree, over to that bunch of trees, and I can't even tell where it goes to after that. I assumed it went to this house here, but I'm not seeing it continue. So I don't know what the go is here, but that's a TV antenna. There's no FPOS in this town. We were advised, bring cash. Rydal operates on cash only. That sounds like a train. Oh, look at this gorgeous garden. I reckon this guy must be into landscaping. Door's probably open. Yeah, in a little town like this, it could be too. So they've got their fire going. I can see the smoke coming out of their chimney up the top there. They definitely like to work with big wood. So just up ahead on our right is one of the two small churches in the town. This one dates from, I think it's 1867, but we'll get a look at the plaque as we get closer. Look out, car coming. The yellow flag is an indication that it is an open property, but the church doors appear to be closed, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Yeah, that's definitely a train. Pity we couldn't get down to the train track to see it. Never mind. This is St. Matthew's Catholic Church, established in 1869. So it's a cute little church, not too ornate. There's a water tank, water supply. It's really quaint, isn't it? And it's on the Rydal Heritage Walk. There's around about 15 properties on the Rydal Heritage Walk, which we're not doing today, again, because of the unreliable signal. But more daffodils. Yep, it's definitely all locked up. And over here on the left is some old gravestones. This is no longer the location of the cemetery. All right, so we're also on the lookout for birds. There were some rosellas on the grass just as we pulled up this morning, but they've disappeared for now. We'll keep an eye out for them. And this is kind of a little peculiar area with another gate over the side, so I'm wondering if this was the original cemetery. But there's definitely some sort of a gate on that side over there, so I don't know if that means that this is still hallowed ground. Is that what they call it? It's all fenced off. This is a quaint little cottage. It's also a B&B. Yeah, too bad I can't ask the occupants. Look at this. Look how cute this is. And it's actually quite deceptive because from the front it looks absolutely tiny. And then when you look around the side, it's actually quite a substantial building. Rose Cottage, another building on the Rydal Heritage Walk. Look at this gorgeous veranda. Rose Cottage. What does that say? Circa 1860 B&B. It's really pretty. Country style B&B, it says. And again, another completely different daffodil. This one's the white with the orange centre, but it's blowing around in the wind a little bit too much. Let's see. Ugh, my knees don't like it when I do that. They're saying, stop, too much already. Look at these ones. I've got someone over here on my right who thinks he's going to escape attention. So what do you reckon, guys? Do we do a quick swivel? There we go. Say hi. Annette says you look like Inspector Clouseau. Hi, Louise. Did I miss you coming on? I don't remember. If I didn't greet you already, I greet you now. So as you can see, it's actually quite rural around here. Coming in from where you turn off just before Lithgow, at the bottom of the Blue Mountains, it's windy roads that go up and down. It was an hour to get here from my place this morning. Just over 65 kilometres from our place to here. And now we're going to walk through the sculpture trail. You sneak in. You have to tell me the trick, just in case I need to sneak in somewhere. So this is Pioneers Park. Hi, Nilu. Your supper smells good. Leanne, we're going to have a thermos of coffee, and I've made a toasted ham, cheese and tomato sandwich on Turkish bread to have after this. It's in our little red car there. Do you like our cute little car? So what are you having for supper, Leanne? We're going to go over this little bridge that crosses this tiny little stream. This is very cute. Can't really tell it's a bridge from this angle. Let me see if I can get around here. There we go. I mean, it's really just a drain pipe, but it's kind of pretty. Grilled cheese and noodles. That sounds good. All right, so we're looking for sculptures. And the sculptures weren't here when I came the first time, so we need to be on the lookout for them. What is this? What's this about? Sculpture in the scrub. People's choice voting. Oh, okay. So you can actually vote on your favourite sculpture and pop it in this tin here. And here's our first sculpture here. I need to find a really good position to photograph this one. It needs a light background. Let's get in nice and close to him so you get an idea what it is. Okay, so let's find a contrasting background for this guy. Maybe this way. Oh, we just dropped down to 2 bars too, so here we go. It's lovely, isn't it? Obviously work done with um, blacksmithing, I guess. It's called Brolga, and it says that it's life-sized. It's the Australian crane. It's called a Brolga. I like this seat. I don't think it's part of the sculpture trail. This seat here is made out of massive pieces of just raw sliced timber with wheels on each end to support. Oh, Robin, you must be an Australian. Across the plains, the Brolgas are dancing. Do you know any more of that poem? I love that poem. I can never remember it though. Here's the next sculpture. It's called Tired Angel. Oh, look at it. The Tired Angel is made using welded steel. She's just having a bit of a rest and a think. Oh, look at that. That's your angel, is it, ain't it? All right, here's the next one. What's this one? This one's called Butterfly. Butterfly is a wood-fired ceramic sculpture depicting age, grounded but still with wings or remnants of them, and desired to fly with the memory of elegance and poise that once was. Let me know if you want a postcard of that description. Oh, thanks, Robin. Lifting their feet like war horses dancing, Orana, Orana to Christmas Day. Yeah, it's very, it has its own melody, very melodic. I wonder if this is by the first guy. It looks very similar, doesn't it? It looks like a flamingo to me, so let's see if I'm right. Yep, that's a flamingo. There we go. Amongst the bulrushes. Oh, there's the bulrushes. It's easier to see from this side. Okay, I cut this tour short to 40 minutes because I thought that we were going to cut it short, and now we're dead on 40 minutes, so we're going to keep going. Since I originally made it an hour, it's the least I can do, isn't it? Especially when we've got a good signal. All right, what have we got here? It's called Propelled into Action. That's quite cute. Just trying to find the best angle from a lighting point of view. The sun's making it actually quite tricky. Hi, Dawn. We might move on from that one. Well, there's a lot of sculptures. I didn't realise there were so many. On the Boil. This one's called a cast bronze bird attending to her nest made using found objects. It's another piece of farm machinery here used as sculpture in the park. It's the birds are cute. Thanks for the follow, Jane. This one's a heron. So this is obviously the same artist, Chris Anderson. I haven't been paying too much attention, I confess. But you can see that it's made with like bits of reinforcement steel rods, and that's even a pitchfork forming its lower body. I do too. I have a friend in Tasmania whose life revolves around what she has called scrapture. Oh, this is a pterodactyl, or its name is pterodactyl. Dinny. I'm cold. All right, what's this one called? Golden dragonfly. This is another example of using reclaimed materials, I would imagine. Even looks like a hose or something at the end there. They'd look fabulous in your garden, wouldn't they? Oh, there's so many pieces. Here we go. This one is soft flow. Let me see if I can get the daffodils behind this one. Oh, in front of me. If we go this way, we might be able to get that sign out of the way. There. So this is the top of the park now. There's our little car in the background, just behind the trees there. We've come up the path. Yeah, let's keep going. Shovel windmill. Onward and upward. Absolutely. There's another bird. This is the judge's pick for the winner of the sculpture trail. Many of the sculptures in this exhibition use found materials and reimagine them in some way. Chris has clearly had a long association with metal as a farrier and blacksmith, and loves the quality of the material and the forms of ordinary tools. In Beastie, he has used found objects in metal and very simply reimagined the objects into the animal. I really respond to this kind of transformation, and the relative simplicity of the form is impressive. All right, so that's Beastie. And let me find a good angle to contrast him against. Can you see? There we go. That's all right. Well, this one looks like a witch. Good witch of the middle, it says. Oh, sorry, Annette, a farrier, F-A-R-R-I-E-R. I believe that is a person who does horseshoeing. Is that correct? All right, we may move a little more quickly now because there's so many. Just really sort of, rather than looking at the detail, enjoy them as a background to our walk. What do you think? This is cute. Not sure what it is. Is it a pig? A sheep? Maybe it's a sheep. So this one's called Farmyard Critters. Mixed bag of old recycled metals. There we go. I think that's really cute. A couple of cows. That's obviously a pig. And a chook on top of the hay. There we go. All right, I want all these postcards posted in our group, guys. Okay. As I've said to you before, I'm your legs. You're my camera. Look at this. Right. We must be almost finished. There's one more here. It's called Inner Strength. So that's obviously the outline of a dress. It's been formed into an armature. That's really gorgeous. Look at it. Look at the detail on it. Just all done in wire. You need that in your life? Wants and needs, huh? I'm going to get back here. Oh, it's muddy behind me. All right. How's that with the trees behind it? Oh, I've been bending down too much. My back's starting to hurt. All right, we're on the final leg. Just want to scoot up this last path. Some more beautiful daffodils over here. How old am I? Gosh, what a question. I'm a grandmother. I'll be 64 this year, Ginny. Okay. I think there's a few of us around a similar age. Okay, so this path here, let me show you the sign. There's a brick in the path to acknowledge the Rydal showgirl each year in the Rydal show. Oh, Richard was standing right behind me and I walked back into him. So here we go. We've got all these bricks in the path. For instance, Robin Boyle, 1966. Robin Bulkley, 1967. Now, do you think Robin Boyle just got married? No. Helen Pearson, I'm not going to go through every girl, but it goes through all the way up the path. And then at the top of the path is the festival itself. So let's have a quick look up there. There's actually not a lot going on. There's more going on. So Richard's just trying to suggest something to me. Oh, there's some fancy cars. Is that what you're saying? Any car fans on the tour? I'm being made to walk through muddy, swampy ground to have a look at these cars. Classic cars. Here we go. Oh, they are pretty cool, aren't they? So this one's number plate is Boss. No wellies. What's that? That's an old Peugeot. And they've got this, what do you call that? Two-door coupe? Is that what you call them? That's a left-hand drive, so that's come from your part of the world, Annette. It's got the steering wheel on the wrong side. Alright, this is obviously a Holden because it's got the Australian flags on it. What do we got here? A Valiant. These last two are kind of cute. Yep, little MG. Is it convertible? I guess it is. Yeah, it looks like it probably is. Yeah, that's a convertible. Thanks, Mary Lou. Robin, I have a friend in the Southern Highlands and he collects old cars each year. When able, he has Christmas in July. And the proceeds go to charity. Yeah, that's great. What a double-decker bus when you were still in high school. What was that blue convertible in the middle? Blue oh, this thing. Yeah, what is this? What's this big thing here? That's the badge at the front. Let's go around and have a look at the back. I mean, this is a stretch. This is a beast. A Pontiac, Annette. Thunderbird. There we go. I don't know. Is it a Ford? Doesn't have any Ford signage anywhere on it. Just said Thunderbird. Dodge? We're questioning Dodge. There we go. That's and this is the old Holden. This is the back of the Valiant. Pontiac makes the Thunderbird. Okay, thanks, Annette. Here's the back of the MG. And this is one of our sentimental favourites, I'd have to say, for Holden. This is an Australian-built car. That's very cute. Oh, Richard says he just looked it up and it's Ford. All right. Am I in anyone's way? The car's trying to drive through here. What I'll do is I'll just take you up to quickly walk past a couple of these stalls. There's nothing real amazing going on. Stand in front of the music if it's started. I don't know if the music started yet. And I'll sign off from up here. This one has honey. And cider, hillbilly cider.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Thank you.
Over here they're selling coffee. We brought our own. And it looks like they're putting something on the barbecue. Bacon and egg sandwiches. $6 for a bacon and egg sandwich. Thanks for joining us, Leanne. Oh, Ford owns Pontiac. There we go. So we were all right. Excellent. Oh, is there music today? No music today. Why is there no music today? This is where they would put the sheep in pens for the show, I would imagine, for classing or judging or whatever it is that they do. I can't help you there, MB. How long have we been going? 50 minutes. Does anyone want to have a quick look at the art show? We'll have a quick skirt around the art show. I won't talk. I will just look. Found the music. Look at this guy. Look what he's got. All right, everybody. What did you think of today? It was a bit of a mixed bag, wasn't it? I was expecting havoc. I was expecting the signal to die. I was expecting the wind to muck up. Here's a great shot to give you a feel of kind of, rural country town. It's really pretty. Let's finish up over here. I love this. It's just so rustic. Look at it. Robin, thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Anyone who's not already following me, if you want more of my tours, don't forget to hit that follow button up the top of your screen. Richard and I are going to go and have a coffee and a sandwich now, and then I'm going to take a little video along past the train line, because I know that was where the signal was going to drop out. If it was going to drop out anyway, that's where it was going to drop out. I just couldn't trust it. If you enjoyed my tour and you think you think I deserve it, I'm always grateful for anything that you can do in the way of support, and that might be that you share my postcards, follow, write a review, or even a small tip if you can spare it. Thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow morning, I'm in the Japanese gardens in a place called Hartley, which is between here and where I live. So come and join me there. It's going to be gorgeous. Thank you, everybody. One last look at where we are, and I'll bid you all farewell.